Infrastructure Program or DIP, flood mitigation structures protecting major strategic building facilities, construction of box culvert Apas San Juan, Marnao Galamoy section, Tabuk City, Kalinga. The bid proposal was received at the Procurement Unit Office on March 3, 2025 at 9:22 a.m. You now open the original copy of the bid proposal. For the technical component, tagging and page numbering complying. The first we have the certificate of field jobs registration valid until April 3, 2025. Joint venture agreement not applicable. We have the bid securing declaration duly signed and authorized. Organizational chart for the contract with Joseph T. Delson as the general manager. Joseph Avery D. Delson as the project manager. Elmer A. Mangaiwet as the project engineer. Lemmer Kasing as the general foreman. Josel Avery D. Delson as the first aider. Next, we have the list of construction key personnel. We have the list of contractors, major equipment. Omnibus Shortly statement. An affidavit stating that Joseph T. Delson of legal age, Filipino, married, residing at Brook 5 National Highway, Bulano, Tabuk City, Kalinga, is the sole proprietor of Delta Joe Construction or Delcons with office address at Brook 5 Bulano or National Highway, Bulano, Tabuk City, Kalinga. That is the owner and sole proprietor of Delta Joe Constructions. Joseph T. Delson has the full power and authority to do, execute, and perform any and all acts necessary to participate in the bidding for 25 PL 0032. That Delta Joe Construction is not blacklisted or barred from bidding by the government of the Philippines or any of its agencies, offices, corporations, or local government units, foreign government, or international financing institution whose blacklisting rules have been recognized by the CPPP. That each of the documents submitted in satisfaction of the bidding requirement is an authentic copy of the original, complete, and all statements and information provided therein are true and correct. That Delta Joe Construction is authorizing the hope or its duly authorized representative to verify all the documents submitted. That Joseph T. Delson is not related to the Hope members of the BAC, TWG, BAC Secretariat, the head of the Project Management Office or end user unit, and the project consultants by consanguinity or affinity up to the third civil decree. That Delta Joe Construction complies with existing labor laws and standards. That Delta Joe Construction is aware of and has undertaken the responsibilities as a bidder. That Delta Joe Construction did not give or pay directly or indirectly any commission, amount, fee, or any form of consideration, pecuniary or otherwise, to any person or official, personnel, or representative of the government in relation to any procurement project or activity. That in case advance payment was made or given, failure to perform or deliver any of the obligations and undertakings in the contract shall be sufficient grounds to constitute criminal liability for swindling or estafa, or the commission of fraud with unfaithfulness or abuse of confidence through misappropriating or converting any payment received by a person or entity under an obligation involving the duty to deliver certain goods or services to the prejudice of the public and the government of the Philippines pursuant to Article 315 of Act Number 3816, Series of 1930 as amended, or the revised penal code. Signed, Joseph T. Delson, duly notarized. Next, we have the list of ongoing contracts, including those already awarded but not yet started. Statement of single largest completed contracts. Net financial contracting capacity. Affidavit of site inspection, duly signed and notarized. DTI certificate of registration, valid until July 26, 2026. Mayor's permit, valid until December 31, 2025. Audited financial statement, tax clearance, valid until August 19, 2025. Latest income tax return. Materials minimum testing requirement. Integrity pledge, duly signed and authorized. Duly signed bid documents. Reserved with bar chart and part CPM. And power utilization schedule. Equipment utilization schedule. And construction methods in narrative form. Yes, we have also the pickup license valid until or with a validity period from October 25, 2024 to October 18, 2025.
Thank you, Mr. Warren. So, Delta Joe Construction passed the preliminary examination on their submitted documents for contract ID 25PL0032. So the back secretary is advised to forward Delta Joe Construction to the procurement service at the central office for them to process their eligibility. So let's move to 25PL0033. An approved budget for the contract of 4,950,000 pesos only. Contract titles, Convergence and Special Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Program, Major Strategic Public Buildings, Facilities, Construction of TESDA, Multipurpose Building, Barangay Bulanao, Tabuk City, Kalinga. Again, for this contract, we have only one bidder submitted to intent in the name of ATS Builders. So may I again ask Sir Warren to open the bid proposal submitted by ATS Builders for contract ID 25PL0033.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The bid proposal submitted by ATS Builders for 25PL0033 Convergence and Special Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Program or BIP, Major Strategic Public Buildings, Facilities, Construction of TESDA Multipurpose Building, Barangay Bulanao, Tabuk City, Kalinga. The bid proposal was received at the Procurement Unit Office on March 3, 2025 at 9:08 a.m. For the technical component, tagging and page numbering complying. We have the certificate of field jobs registration valid until September 26, 2025. Joint venture agreement not applicable. Bid security in the form of bid securing declaration to be signed and notarized. Organizational chart for the contract. With Ralph Nigel S. Darol as the project manager. Leonard D. Goldenrod Marie D. Sarol as the project engineer. Leonardo De Jesus Jr. as the master electrician. Gloria H. Manuel as the electrical engineer. Jose D. Sarol Jr. as the foreman. Doreen May D. Gramajes, the first aider. And Janelle Marie S. Oreste as the safety officer. Next, we have the list of contractors, key personnel, list of contractors' equipment, omnibus sworn statement. An omnibus sworn statement stating that Ralph Nigel S. Tarol, of legal age, single Filipino and residing at Lower Ipil, Tapok City, Kalinga, is the sole proprietor or authorized representative of ATS Builders with office address at Lower Ipil, Tapok City, Kalinga. That as the owner and sole proprietor or authorized representative of ATS Builders, Ralph Nigel S. Sarol has the full power and authority to do, execute, and perform any and all acts necessary to participate in the bidding for 25 PL0033. That ATS Builders is not blacklisted or barred from bidding by the government of the Philippines or any of its agencies, offices, corporations, or local government units, foreign government, or foreign or international financial institution whose blacklisting rules have been recognized by the GPPP. That each of the documents submitted in satisfaction of the bidding requirement is an authentic copy of the original, complete and all statements and information provided therein are true and correct. That ATS Builders is authorizing the HOPE or its duly authorized representative to verify all the documents submitted. That the owner or sole proprietor is not related to the HOPE, members of the BAC, TWG, the BAC Secretariat, the head of the Project Management Office or Implementing Unit, and the project consultants by consanguinity or affinity up to the third civil degree. That ATS Builders complies with existing labor laws and standards. That ATS Builders is aware of and has undertaken the responsibilities as a bidder. That ATS Builders did not give or pay directly or indirectly any commission, amount, fee, or any form of consideration, pecuniary or otherwise, to any person or official, personnel, or representative of the government in relation to any procurement project or activity. That in case advance payment was made or given, failure to perform or deliver any of the obligations and undertakings in the contract shall be sufficient grounds to constitute criminal liability for swindling or the commission of fraud with unfaithfulness or abuse of confidence through misappropriating or converting any payment received by a person or entity under an obligation involving the duty to deliver certain goods or services to the prejudice of the public and the government of the Philippines pursuant to Article 315 of Act Number 3815, Series of 1930 as amended, or the revised penal code. Signed, Ralph Nigel S. Saron, duly notarized. Next, you have the statement of all ongoing government and private contracts, statement of single largest completed contracts, NFCC computation, affidavit of site inspection, duly signed and notarized, DTI certificate of registration valid until January 16, 2028, Mayor's permit valid until December 31, 2025, latest income and business tax returns, tax clearance, valid until September 11, 2025, pickup license with a validity period from February 10, 2025 to February 10, 2026, audited financial statement, contractors materials minimum testing requirement, integrity pledge, duly signed and authorized, duly signed with documents, a SCARP with bar chart, and first CPM, manpower utilization schedule, equipment utilization schedule, and construction methods in narrative form.
Thank you. So ATS Builders then passed the examinations on their submitted documents for contract ID 25PL0033 as to the checklist provided for them. So again, the Black Secretariat is advised to forward ATS Builders to the procurement service, the central office for the processing of their eligibility. So we move on to 25PL0034 with an approved budget for the contract of 45,570,000 pesos only. Project titles: Organizational Outcome 1, Ensure Safe and Reliable National Road System, Asset Preservation Program, Rehabilitation, reconstruction of roads with slips, slope collapse, and landslide, tertiary roads, Abok Banawe via Tanudan Barlig Road with different locations. Sakiring on the screen. For this contract, we have again one bidder submitted to intent, the name of JTM Construction. Again, Sir Warren, please open the bid proposal submitted by JTM Construction for 25 PL 0034.
Thank you, sir. The bid proposal submitted by JTM Construction for 25 PL 0034, which is the organizational outcome 1, ensure safe and reliable national road system, asset preservation program, rehabilitation, reconstruction of roads with slips, slope collapse, and landslide, tertiary roads, Tabuk Banawi via Tanudan Barlig Road, various stations. Was received at the Procurement Unit Office on March 3, 2025 at 9:37 a.m. For the original technical component, tagging and page numbering complying. We have the certificate of field jobs registration valid until February 7, 2026. Become special level license not applicable. Bid security, the form of bid security declaration duly signed and notarized. Duly signed organizational chart with Kenneth Priuti Manalay as the project manager, Mona Lisa L. Tumaliwan as the project engineer, Conrado M. Marzonia III as the materials engineer, Domingo Landaran as the project foreman, Joel D. Balutok Jr. as the safety officer 3, next, we have the duly signed list of contractors, key personnel, list of major construction and laboratory equipment, omnibus warning statement, an affidavit stating that Kenneth Priuti Manalay of legal age, married Filipino and residing at Surukdapu, Bulano, Tabuk City, Kalinga, the duly authorized and designated representative of DTM Construction, with office address at Datu Bulano, Tabuk City, Kalinga. But as the owner and sole proprietor or authorized representative of DTM Construction, Kenneth Priuti Manalay has the full power and authority to do, execute, and perform any and all acts necessary to participate in the bidding for 25 PL 0034. The DTM Construction is not blacklisted or barred from bidding by the government of the Philippines or any of its agencies, offices, corporations, or local government units, foreign government, or foreign or international financing institution whose blacklisting rules have been recognized by the GPPB. that each of the documents submitted in satisfaction of the bidding requirement is an authentic copy of the original, complete, and all statements and information provided therein are true and correct. That DTM Construction is authorizing the HOPE or its duly authorized representative to verify all the documents submitted. That the owner or sole proprietor is not related to the HOPE, members of the BAC, TWG, BAC Secretariat, the head of the Project Management Office or Implementing Unit, and the Project Consultants Vacancy Unit or Affinity after the third civil degree. That DTM Construction complies with existing labor laws and standards. That DTM Construction is aware of and has undertaken the responsibilities as a bidder. That DTM Construction did not give or pay directly or indirectly any commission, amount, fee, or other form of consideration, pecuniary or otherwise, to any person or official, personnel, or representative of the government in relation to any procurement project or activity. That in case advance payment was made or given, failure to perform or deliver any of the obligations or an undertakings in the contract shall be sufficient grounds to constitute criminal liability for swindling. Signed, Kenneth to be Manalay, duly notarized. Next, we have the statement of all ongoing government and private contracts. The statement of single largest completed contracts, NFCC computation, affidavit of site inspection, duly signed and notarized, detailed certificate of registration, valid until April 9, 2026, mayor's permit, valid until December 31, 2025, latest income tax return, tax clearance, valid until January 13, 2026, income license with a validity period from December 2, 2024 to December 2, 2025, audited financial statement, materials minimum testing requirement, integrity pledge, duly signed and notarized, duly signed with documents, escort, and per CPM, and power utilization is scheduled, equipment utilization is scheduled, and construction methods in narrative form.
Thank you, Sir Warren. So with that, since that GTN Construction passed the preliminary examination on their submitted documents as to the checklist provided for them. So again, the BAC Secretariat is advised to forward GTN Construction to the procurement service at the central office for the processing of their eligibility. So while waiting for the documents to be forwarded by the procurement service to this office, we will have a short break, and we will resume once we receive all those documents we needed.